Thank you for participating in the Aga Khan Foundation's annual campaign to promote our work across Africa and Asia to help break the cycle of poverty. It is because of supporters like you that over 50 years the Aga Khan Foundation has partnered with communities in such remote, hard-to-reach places of Africa and Asia to help build better futures together. In this campaign, we invite each participating store to offer guests a free donut when they donate $2 to help end global poverty. 100% donations will be applied to AKF's programs and will be doubled by the Chirara group of companies. This campaign will run from August 15th through the 31st, 2022. A check will be presented from Dunkin to the Aga Khan Foundation at the end of the campaign. The marketing toolkit will be provided to the store before the campaign start date. This toolkit comprises of the following items: a counter card. Please place this at the counter where orders are placed. An FAQ note card. Please place one behind the register in a visible place for staff to report. A drive-through 8.5 by 11 flyer. Please laminate and affix this in the drive-through window. A lawn sign. Placed in a conspicuous location on the property. A card with a QR code. Give to each customer at the end of their purchase. Now we will walk through a cashier script and guest interaction on how the transaction is run out.
Hi, welcome to Dunkin. What can I get for you today?
Can I get a small black coffee and a regular glazed donut?
Of course. Would you like to donate $2 to the Aga Khan Foundation and receive a free donut?
What's the Aga Khan Foundation?
The Aga Khan Foundation is a non-profit organization to help end global poverty.
Okay, I'll donate.
Thank you so much for donating. Please scan this QR code to receive more information about the Aga Khan Foundation.
Thank you.
Here's your receipt and your drink will be over there. Have a good day.
In Cairo, Egypt, a city of concrete and steel, an impossible idea was born. On land that for over 500 years was a site of dust and debris, an urban oasis was to be built. The sprawling, 74-acre Al-Azhar Park in the heart of Cairo. It was a grand vision proposed by His Highness the Aga Khan, whose forefathers developed Cairo over 1,000 years ago. His goal was to revitalize one of the most densely populated megacities in the world, while simultaneously restoring centuries-old historic sites and reviving the social, economic, and environmental fabric of this great metropolis.
The Aga Khan, he's one of the most fascinating people who I've ever met. He's like a head of state without a country. He's a religious leader. He's also doing some of the most important charitable work.
The Aga Khan Development Network is one of the largest, most diverse humanitarian and development organizations in the world.
Today, it embraces a group of agencies, non-governmental and non-dominational, operating in 35 countries. They work in fields ranging from education and medical care to job creation and energy production, from tourism to media and technology, from the fine arts and cultural heritage to banking and microfinance, all working together toward a single, overarching objective: improving the quality of human life.
His Highness Prince Karim Aga Khan was born in Geneva in 1936. He was raised in Nairobi, Kenya, and educated at the Rosé School in Switzerland and at Harvard University. In 1957, at the age of 20, he became the 49th hereditary Imam of the Shia Ismaili Muslims. At this young age, the Aga Khan inherited the responsibility of Imam and spiritual leader of Ismaili Muslims living across the globe. Following in the tradition of his forefathers, going back over 1,000 years to the establishment by the Ismaili Imams of the Al-Azhar University, the Aga Khan has continued to emphasize the importance of education for both women and men. He has established centers of learning that are at the forefront of international teaching practice, knowledge, and scientific research, including the Aga Khan University, the University of Central Asia, and the Aga Khan Academies. The Aga Khan Education Services currently operate more than 200 schools and educational programs, providing quality preschool, primary, and secondary education services to students in Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. A centuries-old commitment to the discovery of knowledge threads together the global work of the Aga Khan Development Network. The organization firmly believes that access to learning leads to an enlightened society, one that supports and values a diverse, pluralistic world.
A pluralist, cosmopolitan society is a society which not only accepts difference, but actively seeks to understand it and to learn from it. Diversity is not a burden to be endured, but an opportunity to be welcomed.
For 60 years, the Aga Khan's integrity and ethical principles have led to some of the most profound humanitarian programs around the world.
He knows what he did for me. It was a cold winter in Afghanistan and all our food supply chains were cut off. One call to the Aga Khan Foundation and they started moving the world.
The Aga Khan Development Network integrates 3 interdependent sectors: economic, social, and cultural development. It invests $925 million annually in its programs. The Aga Khan Foundation focuses on long-term poverty alleviation programs, nurturing an environment of self-reliance and long-term planning so that local communities can take full responsibility for their own development. For 50 years, the Foundation's work has spanned health and nutrition, education, early childhood development, economic inclusion, agriculture and food security, and the strengthening of civil society.
It is important that we commit ourselves to the essential work of cultural heritage as a powerful contributor to improving the quality of life for the entire human community.
The world, especially in these difficult times, needs people of vision and goodwill like the Aga Khan. He is a living example that there is no inevitable contradiction between religion and democracy, that pluralism and diversity is possible, and that interaction of cultures enriches and empowers humanity.
Any leader of any global community hopes and prays for one thing: peace. Peace in every community, in every country of the world, so that men and women can live in safety, build their futures with strength and courage and hope and wisdom. And these are the values that the leaders of my community, my institutions, and myself are intimately linked with and will continue to work for many, many decades ahead.